Baruch Spinoza was a 17th century Dutch philosopher who tried to reinvent religion, moving it away from something based on superstition and ideas of direct divine intervention to being a discipline that was going to be far more impersonal, quasi-scientific, and yet also, at times, serenely consoling.
In order to bring the world together as one, it's going to have to be done with a religion. And I think we have that religion just over the horizon.
I think most of you know when Russia invaded Ukraine, Elon Musk positioned his satellites over Ukraine and gave them these things. So they've actually been using his devices to be able to defend their country. And I guess some of the people in the government were attacking Musk. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, he's doing this for free. But don't bite the hand that feeds you. Good Lord.
This world leader will be the most popular man that has ever walked the planet Earth. He will be embraced by the whole world as the man of the hour. He's going to bring an apparent peace. He will rise as a finance man, a peacemaker.
I believe in the God of Spinoza. But hey, if Jesus is saving people, I mean, I wouldn't stand in his way. That'll be true. I'll be safe. Why not?
Elon Musk recently stated that he believes in the God of Spinoza, a pantheistic version of the creator who is unconcerned about individual people's actions. The billionaire, on the other hand, admitted having a childhood interest in Christianity. He claims that the Gospels contain valuable teachings and that he intends to rebuild his faith by studying them.
Baruch, the word means blessed in Hebrew, was born in the Jewish quarter of Amsterdam in 1632, a thriving center of Jewish commerce and thought. His ancestors were Sephardic Jews who had fled the Spanish peninsula following the Catholic-inspired expulsion of 1492. Baruch, a studious, highly intelligent child, received an intensely traditional Jewish education. He went to the local Jewish school, the yeshiva, and followed all the Jewish high holidays and rituals. But gradually, he began to distance himself from the faith of his ancestors. Although I have been educated from boyhood in the accepted beliefs concerning Scripture, he later wrote with characteristic caution, I have felt bound, in the end, to embrace other views. His fully fleshed out views were to be expressed in his great work, The Ethics, written entirely in Latin and published in 1677. In The Ethics, Spinoza directly challenged the main tenets of Judaism in particular and organized religion in general.
He is energized by and the pawn of a final scheme by Satan himself. And it's Satan's attempt to counterfeit the real Messiah in an attempt to thwart God's purpose.
It might all sound forbidding, but Spinoza envisaged his philosophy as a route to a life based on freedom from guilt, from sorrow, from pity, or from shame. Happiness involves aligning our will with that of the universe. The universe God has its own projects, and it's our task to understand rather than rail against these.
Apparently, this is the way he will literally sway the world. And it talks about him winning the hearts of the world, not just taking power over them, but he wins their hearts. He convinces them that he is the one who can bring world peace and prosperity and security. He's a convincer.
If we're ever to replace traditional beliefs, we must remember just how much religion is helped along by ritual, tradition, art, and a desire to belong. All things that Spinoza, despite his great wisdom, ignored at his peril in his bold attempt to replace the Bible.
That sounds very appealing to the modern mind, but it is directly antithetical to the teachings of Jesus Christ.
Spinoza writes, the wise man, the person who understands how and why things are, possesses eternally true complacency of spirit.
I believe in the God of Spinoza.
He also questions God, including Jesus' life and depictions of him in the Bible.
What a sad way to live, but you just heard it from Satan.